Hey, Todd.
Hey,
Feeling nostalgic today. Fired up the old music.
I like it.
All right. Welcome to this week's episode. Not this week, today's. What am I doing? I'm doing the wrong show. It's Your Daily Scrum. I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. That's professional Scrum trainer Todd Miller. Together, we put out Your Daily Scrum each and every day to help you get a little bit better at Scrum, answer your questions, tackle some tough topics, put a little goodness into the world. Today, Todd, I think we have a fun question that kind of got sparked by a good friend of ours that...
By the way, I'm in my basement.
Oh, yeah. Todd was banished to the basement.
Yeah.
No.
It's
just
okay.
getting
I
a little
like it down here.
office remodel, so he'll be back in his normal spot soon.
With a door.
With a door. Doors are magical. They keep people out. Anyways. Todd, should a Scrum Master learn Kanban?
100%. Yes.
Tell me more.
So, right, we talk about all these things that are complementary to Scrum.
Yep.
Right. We talk about lean principles. We talk about user experience, lean UX, that kind of stuff that can be very complementary to Scrum from a product management perspective, lean from a product management perspective, Kanban 100% from every perspective. Like, so if you have a team, you're working with a Scrum team and you know that they're struggling maybe with their daily Scrums being effective, or you're getting asked the question, when will it be done? Shout out Daniel Vacanti right there. Then you can be the one to help with that, right? So you need to, as a Scrum Master, continue your knowledge seeking. We just talked about that for certifications, and one of those things is Kanban. The principles, practices, and metrics that come along with Kanban, I think they're vitally important for a Scrum Master to learn, and there's a lot of different avenues to learn.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've used item aging in a daily Scrum to help a team realize that something's blocked, or how many times we've looked at a Scrum team board and I've asked, where are the WIP limits? And they say, well, what are WIP limits? And it's all these great practices that we find in Kanban, visualizing the whole and optimizing learning, and all of these great things that come out of even SLEs, subject or service level expectations instead of agreements, and all these things that, I mean, look, Todd and I, we spent a lot of time working with Dan Vacanti at prokanban.org, right?
Like skin change. Look at that.
We deep dive this because we think it's essential for Scrum Masters to know these practices and to know that there's some great bridges between the two worlds, right? And so I wholeheartedly say yes, learn Kanban. If you want to learn Kanban, I think Vacanti's prokanban.org is a great place to go, and it teaches you things that you can immediately transfer back into your Scrum practices. It's why scrum.org, worked with Dan and others to create the professional Scrum with Kanban course. It's just it's a peanut butter and jelly situation. They go together so well. Yeah, if you don't have this in your toolkit, I think 2021 is a great year to add it.
100%. Yeah. And like you mentioned, Ryan, I think that scrum.org has an awesome course in their professional Scrum with Kanban course. Pro Kanban, new kid on the block for a little bit over a year. We were a part of that, and headed up by an awesome person, Colleen Johnson.
Yep.
And co-founded with Daniel in conjunction with Daniel Vacanti. They have some really awesome stuff coming out. The Applying Professional Kanban course. On top of that, there's also this metrics course that's coming out that's quite interesting that I think would be good. So we encourage people to go and look at that stuff. Also, there's a ton of free stuff out there.
Tons of free stuff.
Yeah, and that's the point. That's why we have that Kanban channel with Daniel Vacanti, is to provide some of this information for free. You have the Kanban guide. You have the Professional Scrum with Kanban guide.
Yep.
There's so much stuff that for free for you to kickstart and understand how you might leverage this stuff in your environment to help optimize flow of value to your customers, because that's what it all comes down to. So as a Scrum Master, should you learn Kanban? Yes.
Well, and I'll even say this, as a Scrum Master, you are the Agile coach to your organization. And so you need multiple tools in your toolkit for certain situations. The knowledge certainly cannot hurt you. So yeah, check it out. Check out the free resources. As Todd said, plenty of guides and videos, and, Dan and Pratik, they do Drunk Agile, great show that digs into a lot of the topics that we dig into with fixing your Kanban. Check all this out. It's free.
Plus, they got a cool dog.
They have a great dog in the background. Some would say the dog is really the star of their show, but I would say, just start digging into this. And once you learn Kanban, go check out XP, check out Extreme Program. We are continual learners, right? I think for this next block, check out Kanban if you haven't. There's a lot of great stuff in it. The Professional Scrum with Kanban guide is probably the nicest on-ramp to these concepts, and then just keep digging. If you need help, leave us a message in the comments. Right? Yep. Comments are somewhere down around here. Ask a question. We'll grab Dan and we'll answer it for you.
And do you know Kanban? That's what we're curious about. And when we say Kanban, we're not talking about a board.
Yeah,
right? We're not just talking about a board. We're talking about Kanban, right? So do you really know Kanban? Leave us a message or chat. What's your experiences with Kanban?
And have you used it with your Scrum teams? And has it helped? What differences did you see? We want to know your stories. Tell us all about yourself in the comments below. And we'll take your questions. If there's some really good Kanban questions, we'll grab Dan and we'll get them answered. And we'll post them in the Fixing Your Kanban channel. All right. But yes, Scrum Masters must have skill, right? And it's 2021. It's a great time to go forth and get some new knowledge. Reach out, check out the description to see how to do that. And hopefully that is a blessing to you and your teams. Todd, I think we've hit this one pretty good. I think it's time for some end screen.
I had to mute because of the stuff happening upstairs. So signing off from my basement at the end screen. At the end screen.
Check out the socials. Make sure that Todd is alive, that he's not stuck in a basement somewhere. I think he's okay. Blink twice if you're okay. He's okay.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Do not miss any future episodes of Your Daily Scrum or Fixing Your Kanban or all the other shows, Agile Coaching, Agile Metrics, Craft Brewed Agile, the flagship Agile for Humans podcast. Don't miss any of that stuff coming up. Like and subscribe so you know when we drop new shows. Check out the videos below. The AI from YouTube thinks you'll love them. We do too. Leave us your comments. Leave us your questions. Let us know how we can better serve you. For Todd Miller in his basement, I'm Ryan Ripley. We are wishing you an awesome day. It's almost Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully we help you do Scrum a little bit better tomorrow. See you then.
See you.